eclipse was supposed to be the event of the year, a total solar eclipse passing directly over the town of Cedarville. People drove in from 3 states. The town square was packed. Hundreds of people with eclipse glasses, cameras, blankets, picnic baskets. The sky was clear. The sun was bright. The mood was festive. Children laughed. Couples held hands. The mayor gave a short speech about the wonder of the cosmos. The moon began its crossing at 2:17 in the afternoon. A thin bite taken out of the sun. The crowd cheered. Kids pointed. Cameras clicked. The temperature dropped. The light turned strange, golden and thin, like a photograph left in the sun too long. The birds stopped singing. The crickets started. The shadow crept across the ground, slow, deliberate, like something moving with purpose. At 2:43, totality, the moon covered the sun. The corona blazed. The crowd gasped, then screamed. In the black circle where the sun should be, something stood. A silhouette, a figure, tall, thin, with limbs that bent at wrong angles. It hung in the sky, visible only in the ring of fire around the moon. It wasn't moving. It was standing on nothing, watching. People ran. Cars crashed. The square emptied in minutes. The figure didn't follow. It didn't move. It just stood there, in the shadow of the moon, and watched the people below. Children drew it later, without being asked. They all drew the same thing. A tall figure, long limbs, wrong angles, standing in the sky, watching. And in every drawing, it wasn't alone. There were more of them, dozens, hundreds, standing on the dark side of the moon. They'd always been there. We just never saw them before. The news called it mass hysteria. The internet called it the eclipse watcher. Scientists explained it as light refraction, atmospheric distortion, collective hallucination. But the children knew. They drew the figures every day, tall, thin, patient, standing in the dark, watching the earth, waiting for the next eclipse, waiting for the light to dim so they could be seen again. The town recovered. The buildings were repaired. The cracks in the road were filled. But people didn't look at the sky the same way. They walked faster at night. They kept their curtains closed. They didn't talk about it. But they all knew they'd seen something that had been there all along, something that watched from the dark side of the moon, something that was waiting. The next eclipse was in 7 years. Some people were moving, not because they were afraid, because they didn't want to see it again, because once you've seen what lives in the shadow of the moon, you can't unsee it. You can only wait and hope it doesn't look back. The rain continues to fall outside the window, soft and steady, like a whisper, like something moving in the dark. You're safe here. The night is deep. The moon is full, but you are warm. Sleep well.